that down. Bada bing, bada boom.
I didn't know you were Italian.
You didn't know I was Italian? Dude?
Yeah.
What'd you think I was? German? German? What's the point of having a nigga that speaks German if you can't whip him out when you have a German guest? You know what that's from?
Schindler's List?
Pretty close.
Okay.
And we're back. Hey, guys. What's up? Happy Monday. It's Monday in their universe, Bean.
Oh.
And Jeffrey. Oh, my God. You're not the Beans. They're the Beans.
Yeah,
You're Jeffrey Berner.
I'm Jeffrey, Berner.
Hey, Jeffrey Berner. I'm sorry,
what's
buddy. I confused you with the entire audience.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I get mixed up with crowds a lot.
Hey, you know, you just look vast.
Sure.
Anyway, welcome back,
Thank
buddy.
you.
It's Monday in their world, even though in our world it's what day is it? Oh, it's Monday.
Yeah, it is Monday.
But they're not saying it till next Monday.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that? I always think
Garfield hates these things.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, Mondays. He hates Mondays.
Yeah.
I thought he hated like the future. Because what I was gonna say was, I always tell
Possibly.
me and Hassan would talk about this all the time, and I talk about it with Sam. It's crazy to do this because we're filming this right now, but they see it in the future. So technically, we are in the future, me and you, right now.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
I think about that all the time. Every time I film, it's like, wow, I'm in the future.
Huh. Wow.
Right now, you're in the future.
Yeah, and there's probably so many things we could be preventing.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could help. We could really
be
help
helping
some
people
stuff.
a lot right now. Yeah. But
Could probably prevent some murders. We could probably prevent some rapes. We could probably prevent the prison industrial thing.
the prison industrial complex?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. We could prevent that.
yeah. We could probably put at least a dent in it.
Yeah, we could do some very moral sports gambling could be done.
Yeah, we could do a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
Man. Guys, Jeffrey Berner is alive. He's here, and he's here for a reason. He's not just here to talk about the prison industrial complex. That's a different episode, and that's a different podcast. That's his podcast.
Yeah. I think I stand up for it.
Jeffrey, don't look all like innocent, like you don't know that you're being bad.
People are making a lot of money. So
I know how much you love money. I know you love
come
it.
on.
I know you love money.
If it's so wrong, then why are people getting rich?
Damn it, you have pretty sound logic, dude.
Yeah.
If it is, I mean, I don't understand why people don't invest more in prisons. I should. Anyway, Burn Man, we're excited to have you back. This Monday episode of The Beans. Before we get into it, and I'm really excited to get into it with you, can you do me a favor?
Okay, very well.
You don't mind?
Yeah, I can. What do I have to do?
Have you been on this podcast before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you at least you know that I'm not gonna like cut your leg off or ask for some crazy favor like that. It's gonna be probably in the movie realm.
Okay, I thought. Okay, no foot massage.
No foot massage.
Okay.
Can you do me a favor, which is the point of this podcast, which is I tell someone something that they've never seen.
Right. Yeah.
If you're a new listener,
Spoil the beans.
spoil the beans.
Yeah.
Why did you come if you don't know what the fuck's going on? I'm mad at you, new listener. I'm always mad, okay? So that's why, welcome to the family. You have a new father, and he's going to yell at you, too, and I'm going to beat you when I see you when you come to my shows. I'm going to spank your little tuchus. I'm going to spank you. But Jeffrey,
I will resent you quietly, which over time will be so much worse.
Oh, my God, that's really mean.
Yeah.
You really know how to cut deep, man.
I'm my own kind of parent.
Jeffrey,
Deric.
tell me what happens. Well, what you think happens in the episode you've never seen of Black Mirror, Shut Up and Dance.
Okay. This one from the title, actually. I mean, okay, I'm going to say what I said about the last Black Mirror episode.
Don't you say the N-word.
Okay, I'll just think that part
God damn it. Okay, what were you going to say?
and whisper it as I fall asleep.
Jeffrey, you're not supposed to be doing that.
How am I? I gotta sleep.
Oh, God damn it! I know. I don't like it. You get cranky when you don't get your 8 hours.
Yeah.
So.
Take me in darkness. Take me in you, and then
Jeffrey.
I whisper it into the pillow.
God damn it. What happens in your episode of Black Mirror?
Right. Okay, so
because your crocodile episode was fucking terrifying and good.
Yeah,
Steve Irwin?
Yeah. I was right on the money about what happened.
I mean, I'd say you were 2% right.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say the same 2% though.
Okay, go ahead.
Technology is bad in this episode.
Okay.
Or maybe people are bad through technology.
Ooh, Jeffrey Berner. It's like you know what the show is about.
Yeah. It's like people are the real technology.
Yeah, people can be naughty.
Yeah.
You heard of James Brown?
Yeah, I've heard. Well, yeah, what do you do?
He's just a naughty guy.
What do you do?
He'd be naughty. Sometimes he wouldn't pay his band members, and that's why they would leave all the time.
Oh, that's pretty naughty.
Yeah. And he hit women. But the first thing was really naughty, though.
Yeah. I mean, they're both naughty for sure, though.
But the first thing, to not pay people.
I'm no Santa Claus, but I think those things are pretty naughty. Okay. The title makes me think reality show.
Ooh, I like where your head's at. Keep going. Okay.
And people dance.
Okay.
And people are judged.
Uh-huh.
And the judgment is harsh in some way. And someone really dances a lot.
Ooh, like Chris Brown?
Yeah, there's someone who really dances, and then some stuff happens with them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it not good?
No. Or it's definitely what I would describe as conflict.
Damn.
Which I think is necessary in any story and life.
Absolutely. Where does your technology come in on this episode?
I think just TV.
Okay. It's just TV, is just game shows in general.
This episode is just TV.
Okay, I get that. I'm with you, brother.
Yeah. TV is bad.
TiVo.
Yeah, TiVo. Yeah.
It's an evil television.
Right. That's true. Like TiVo.
You're like, we don't say that here.
Does TiVo still exist?
I don't think so. I mean, TiVo was literally just so you could rewind DVR something, right?
Yeah.
And then when DVR came out, it was like, whoa, it's on everything. It's on every box.
And now no one watches live TV. So.
Yeah.
Which is good because TV is evil.
It is, which is the point of your episode.
Yeah. So the episode ultimately it comes around. They're saved by streaming services.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Well, this is on Netflix, right?
Yes.
Okay. So.
You said that yesterday. I was watching that. What was I watching? And you said that.
Oh, the Blockbuster thing.
I was watching the Blockbuster
thing on Netflix.
I was watching a Blockbuster documentary about how it went out of business on Netflix, and Jeffrey walks in and he goes, "Oh, the irony."
Yeah. It's pretty immediately clear when you say, yeah.
I didn't. It is, but it was like one of those things that some stuff's just right under your nose, and then I just hadn't smelled it yet. And then you were like, "You smell that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. Then we were both smelling it.
Yeah. I smelled it. It was stinky. All right, your shut up and dance was good. I liked where your head's at. You were again 2% right.
Okay.
You only got 2% of it right.
A little better than last time.
It's about the same. I will say I like where your head's at though with the game show concept, and that is pretty cool and scary.
Okay. Yeah. So
like a game show host who's just like living in a Groundhog Day, like every game show host really is. That would be terrifying.
Yeah. Well, the game show host at least gets to see different people.
Yeah, and you get to kind of like be funny on the fly and get like actual genuine laughs from the crowd, and that would make you feel good. But there'd have to be some other evil aspect to it, like the game show host like can't get a boner or something.
That's funny. I was just thinking of Alex Trebek.
Never got one boner this whole time. R.I.P.
Yeah, he never got a boner on the show.
Ever.
To my knowledge.
And you watch a lot of episodes.
Yeah, do you ever watch Jeopardy?
I have seen it. I didn't watch it consistently, but whenever I watched it, I did like it.
Yeah. I think Alex has fun. He kills. It's really easy to kill for that crowd.
Oh, yeah. It's easy to kill.
Yeah. And you can tell, I don't know, sometimes he seems like he really resents some of the guests. And I like really reading into that.
Yeah, he doesn't like. You can tell he just doesn't like their vibe. Some people, he's like, I don't like this person.
Yeah.
You can feel it on him sometimes. But yeah, he was a great game shows. I was more of a Price is Right kid.
Oh, okay. I never watched much Price is Right. As a kid, I was more Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, sort of on that.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
And I liked You Are the Weakest Link. Goodbye. I like that one.
I never saw that one because it seemed like the host was being really, really mean.
It was just a show about people's insecurities,
Yeah.
and then they should be ashamed of them.
Yeah, they're weak links.
Yeah.
That's pretty cruel.
Oh, it really is.
And then, yeah.
But yeah, I liked that, and Wheel of Fortune's always great.
I haven't watched a lot of Wheel of Fortune either.
That one always holds up still.
That's where you fill in the letters with the yeah. But then there's a wheel as well.
There's a wheel you get to spin,
Right.
so it's got a little more fun. And you have to use your brain a little bit because sometimes people get the whole thing though without like even needing a letter. It's like damn, they just feel it. They feel it in their bones, I guess. The amount of words.
Right. Okay.
It's a weird thing to guess that. You know. And guys, that brings me to my point. Go to Instagram. Follow. That was all an ad, by the way.
Yeah.
Go to Instagram.
Check out the Game Show Network.
Check out the Game Show Network. And while you're there, go check out Darren Bates. Darren Bates. DAREN BATES. Guys, he pays the bills for this podcast. He's the reason Jeffrey is alive. He is the reason I am here. He's the reason Sam exists. So, yep. You better thank Darren.
Yes.
And by thanking him, all he wants you to do is go to his page, DARENBATES, at WestlandSon _56 on Instagram. Beautiful picture of his mother. You click that. That is him. You go message him and you say the Bean sent you. That's all you got to say. He literally pays all the bills just for you to do that. It's not fucking hard. Jeffrey said he did it.
Yeah, I followed him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Was it hard?
No, it was one of the easier things I've done in life.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's what Darren wants for everybody. He literally is the reason we all exist. So let's show him a little appreciation and go follow him on Instagram. And then then you go listen to his podcast, The Raw Room, available wherever you're listening to this podcast right now, Spotify, iTunes. You're listening through a hippo's butthole. We are sponsored by them as well. If that's how you listen, just go listen to Darren Bates' podcast as well, The Raw Room. The Raw Room. I've done it. A lot of great fucking athletes have done it. It's a really fun podcast. You should go check it out.
Be careful around that hippo.
Oh, yeah. Be careful around that hippo's butt.
Hippos kill a lot of people every year.
They do, but if you got to get your podcasts.
You got to get your podcast somehow. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. Jeffrey, you're not a trans woman.
No,
right?
not these days.
No, he's not a trans woman.
Yeah.
But you know what he isn't also? A person who smokes weed. He also doesn't smoke weed. But you know who does? Me. And Stellar Elixirs. Stellar Elixirs, everybody. STELLARELIXIRS. Stellar Elixirs. The company is run by Deric and his lovely wife. Literally, all they want you to do is go to their Instagram and buy some of their fucking weed fucking shit. It's really good. It's all natural, all solventless, and easy to control dosage. I literally had some myself. The chocolate is delicious. And you can easily just put a little bit on your ice cream or whatever you want to put it on your snack and get absolutely obliterated. Send yourself to the moon. Do you ever want to go to the moon? You ever be sitting down eating something and go, man, I wish I could eat this on the moon? Well, you get some of Stellar Elixir shit and you will be eating on the moon. I guarantee you that.
Wow.
It's a guarantee. That's a guarantee. Burn, that's a guarantee. The company is based out of Colorado, so all of our Colorado beaners, go show them some love, man, and go get their stuff, all right? Go get their shit. It's motherfucking important. We have 2 more ads, Burn.
Okay, cool.
People are paying the bills, man.
Yeah. No,
It's
money.
Money. I do like it. Hey, guys, also, if you want your thing sponsored on this fucking podcast, just send me money and I'll do it, clearly. Look at me.
If you're a member of the prison industrial complex,
Jeffrey,
modern day slavery.
God damn it, Jeffrey.
And
God damn you.
A pivot from slavery. It's the slogan for it. That's a big sponsor if you can get the prison industrial complex.
I mean, that's a lot of money. I'd probably ask for a big bag.
Yeah. Any industrial complex.
And then I would just be encouraging all my listeners to do crime. Go out there and murder somebody.
Yeah, or just do something that just gets you in prison, even if it doesn't make sense that you're in prison for that.
Yeah.
Just do that as well.
There's lots of reasons to go. Guys, do you like music? Because we have a new band sponsoring the Beans. We have a new, I'm really excited. We have a new band sponsoring the Beans. I haven't even listened to their music yet. I will, but I wanted to take their money first and do the ad first. And I wanted you guys to listen to their music too before I do. You know what I mean? I wanted us to like listen to it together as a family and see if we like them or if we don't. But I'm excited that they're sponsoring the pod, and I'm sure it's fucking great. The album is called Whiskey Was Involved. All right, guys, this is their second album. All right, it's their second album. It's brand new. It's on all music streaming platforms. You can follow them on YouTube, on Instagram. Literally, the Instagram page is Life Eats Life. The YouTube page, Life Eats Life. The new the new album, again, is called Whiskey Was Involved. Go check them out on all music streaming platforms. The album Whiskey Was Involved. Again, Life Eats Life on Instagram, Life Eats Life on YouTube. And Bean Mafia, go check them out. Literally, go check them out. This is what the whole podcast is about. Us fucking being a family, supporting other people. You know what I mean? This guy wants to come on the Beans and give me a little money to support us. And support the podcast, then we should just go listen to his music. He's not asking for much. Nobody who's here is asking for much, other than the couple people who are asking for money. But these two people, him and Darren, aren't asking for money. They just want you to go fucking follow them and listen, check out their shit. Just go check out their shit. That's all they want, man. And so you can do that again for the band Life Eats Life and the album Whiskey Was Involved. Been there.
Yeah, I'm curious what the whiskey was involved in.
We got to listen to the album and find out.
Yeah.
We really do.
Probably fetal alcohol syndrome.
Probably.
Yeah, some wild nights.
Wild.
Yeah.
And for a wild night, you know what you need? A wild t-shirt. And there's only one way to get them. From Hidden Village Customs. Hidden Village Customs, everybody. They make the amazing custom clothing business based out of Bay Area, California.
Oh, Fizz or Die.
Fizz or Die.
Yeah.
Where you're from.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah.
They make cool anime shirts mixed with custom designs with like cartoons and comics and athletes and things that are going on in pop culture. And they're awesome shirts. They're literally known for their best quality. They've had zero complaints. It's a small company. They're just starting out. But, I mean, they're fucking doing great. They already sponsor a women's flag football team in the North Cal and SoCal areas, and they make all the shirts for them. A percentage of all their profits goes back to the community. He loves pizza. He doesn't fuck kids. His name is Gabe. He's a good dude. Just go check out his shirts. Hidden Village Customs. Hidden Village Customs on Instagram. Go show them some love. Again, Hidden Village Customs. Go if you like shirts and you like custom shirts, like you don't want to wear fucking something that everybody's wearing, then go check out this guy's shirts. I'm literally still waiting for mine in the mail. I can't wait to get them. I got the Tom Brady one when he's drunk, and I can't wait to wear it. So, thank you so much, Hidden Village Customs, and thanks for sponsoring. And they've been showing us a lot of love, Bean Mafia. So go show them some love, and go tell Gabe you appreciate that he's not a pedophile. He's told us numerous times to stop saying it, but I'm just letting people know, Gabe, that you're not a pedophile.
That's important.
Does he want people to think that he might be?
Yeah, I think that's bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is also bad, Burn.
Good for you, Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
And that's an ad for Gabe, Hidden Village Customs, the non-pedophile T-shirt company. Jeffrey.
Wow.
Jeffrey Berner.
More than I can say for Nike.
Uh-oh.
No, wait, they just have child slaves.
Yeah, I was about to say, are they fucking kids or are they just making them work?
They've just enslaved them.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, that's fine. You let people make a living. Come on, Burn Man.
Yeah. Kids have kids to feed.
Yeah, kids have kids to feed these days, dude. Let them do their thing. Are you ready to hear this episode of Black Mirror?
Put it in my ears, yeah.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I will. I'll put it in your ears, and I'll put it in their ears, too, at the same time.
Wow. Double ear penetration.
I'm a wild guy. Call me Dr. Manhattan. I can do numerous things at once.
Oh, yeah. He's able to multitask.
Yeah, remember when he's fucking and then he's also doing the other thing?
Yeah. Which really is a superpower. Most people can't multitask.
No, I can't fucking also pay my taxes.
No, it's... yeah, yet.
Yeah, I'm learning. Jeffrey Berner. the last episode of Black Mirror, I really was enjoying telling you because it was probably my favorite episode. This might be my second or third. This is either this or the Star Trek one, or probably my second. But Crocodile, the reason I told you that one because of the brutalness of it.
Sure,
right? It was
sure.
just, it wasn't even like you said about technology. It was more just about baby killing.
Yeah, it was more about killing a baby and letting a gerbil live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, go see that episode. Go rewatch it. It just came out today, which is the actual Monday, but not y'all's today. It came out on our Monday, which is last week for y'all. Time travel, right? We're going back and forth. Blowing your mind.
Yeah, I don't get it. I thought there was only now.
No, sir.
Huh.
Jeffrey.
Yes.
This is the Black Mirror episode. Shut Up and Dance. Bean Mafia, I hope you enjoy. You see the loading thing. Black Mirror.
Screen crack.
That's the screen crack.
Yeah, they cracked your screen.
We see
Show's tense.
it shows like it starts off a little tense. I mean, a crack in your screen, you're not happy about it.
No.
So we see a parking garage. A lady gets out of car. She's like nervous as fuck. She's got her hoodie on. She's looking around. She gets a text. She leaves the key like above the tire. Okay. And then she's looking at her phone and she keeps looking around. She's waiting. She gets another text. She sees it. She takes off. Shut up and dance.
Okay, pretty simple beginning. Okay.
We see this skinny dude at work. He's our lead. His name's Kenny. All right. He's a busboy at this like restaurant. Okay. Young guy. Looks super young. You know what I mean? Like either a teenager or like in college age. You know?
Okay.
And the manager comes. She's like, Kenny, big spill, table 4. Sorry. And he runs over. And you see him cleaning and shit, and he's cleaning up the table. And he looks over, and you see a mom and a daughter leaving, and he notices the kid left a toy. And he's like, oh, Mom, excuse me. And he grabs the toy, and he's like, oh, you forgot this. And he gives it to the kid, and the mom's like, thank you. He's like, oh, don't mention it. And then, you see he's like he's back at work, and he's cleaning. And you see, like, in the back area, he gets bullied by the cooks. Like, they're really mean to him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can tell they don't like him, and they're like, jog on, loser. And he rides his bike home, right? Okay. He rides home.
I assumed the cooks were Mexican, to be honest. When you
no, they're still British.
Okay, They don't have Mexicans there.
I don't think they have Mexicans there, huh? And wherever this was, some kind of place where they talk like how I'm talking, like this. Kenny.
Futuristic England.
Futuristic England.
Doesn't sound like much future with that.
Without anyway, a little bit of this.
Yeah.
So our boy rides his bike home. He comes in his room and he's like, he looks down and his computer's missing. He's like, lens. And he goes and he opens his sister's door. Where's my laptop? And she's like, oh, don't be a bullin'. And he's like, use your own. And she's like, mine's bust. She's like, besides, and she gives it back to him. She's like, yours is frozen anyway. And he's like, Lens, what the hell? And she was like, I was trying to watch a movie and it went froze. And he's like, don't touch my things. And so he goes to his room, he slams his door, and he gets on his computer and he tries to fix it, and there's a bug, right? And he's like, God damn it. So he looks up this thing and he downloads this free software cleaner app. All right? He downloads it to his computer and you see him waiting. And as he's waiting, the camera pans in on the motherfucking laptop, and then you see the camera angle change, and now it's the angle from the laptop.
Okay.
And then you see him, and he's sitting there looking at the screen, and then he goes and he gets a soda out of his little fridge in his room, and he's like, and stop nicking my Cokes! And she's like, whatever! He's drinking a Coke, right? Cut to the next day. He's at work, he's cleaning. The manager is this really kind of beautiful woman, like with red hair, and she's kind of being nice and flirty with him. And then at the end of the day, she's like, bye, Kenny, see you tomorrow. And then he's like, he smiles all big. He's like a nervous kind of skinny kid. And he's like smiles big. And then the other guys make fun of him. Bye, Kenny, see you tomorrow. And he's like, and he kind of walks out with his head down.
Okay.
All right. So he gets back home, and you see him putting a lock on his door, like an actual like a latch lock.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then his sister's like, you're mental. And he's like, you're a thief. All right. He's fucking putting this shit in.
Okay.
And he comes downstairs and his mom is like, Kenny, what you think? And she's all dressed up like clearly for a date. And she's like, I'm not used to this color, but he's like, you look nice, Mom. She's like, oh, thanks, honey. She's like, I don't want to be late. And she's like, I'll be home soon, probably. And she's like, unless, And he smiles. He's like, okay. And then you hear, hung. And he's like, he's outside. Okay, lasagna's in the freezer for you and your sister. Love you, mom. She kisses him. She runs off.
Okay.
You see him that night. It's him and his sister on the couch like this, and they're watching like what would be like MTV or something, like music videos.
Okay.
All right, and they're chilling, and you see it's like a hot, like a Rihanna kind of chick doing like a music video, right? She's sexy as fuck.
Okay.
And he's watching and he's looking at it. His sister's just texting, and then he kind of goes. You see him kind of slide up, and he goes upstairs, and then he goes to his room and he locks his door, and then he opens his laptop, and then you see like the angle is now from the camera. So you see him like grab tissues and like lotion,
right?
And then you see him like stand up and pull his pants down, right?
Wow. Okay, so his penis has a cold. One of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, his penis has a what?
A cold.
You think it's
blow his penis on the tissues? I don't know.
You think the penis do? But I like the idea. I like the idea of like a guy going, "Oh, dang, you think his penis is sick?" So he's gonna put some lotion on it and let it sneeze.
Yeah. That's kind of where,
I like that. I like the idea of like a guy who doesn't think it's fucking. He's like, oh my. Every time he gets a boner, he's like, oh, my penis is sick.
Yeah, I got to get this penis snot out.
So he goes upstairs and you see the camera angle of like him pulling his pants down. Cut to he's washing his hands.
Sure.
I mean, he's washing his hands and you see him like stop and he's like, and he goes back to his room. He gets on his computer. And then, here's an email.
Okay.
Email says, we saw what you did. He's like, huh? Another email. It's the video of literally him jerking off.
Okay.
And he's like, now it's like, bro, whoever this actor is, he's fucking unbelievable in this. He's so good. This motherfucker just goes from like, huh, to like, just the seriousness of in the music, and he kind of leans forward and he's like, what the fuck? And he slams his laptop shut. And then he gets up and he kind of looks around and then he opens it back up and he puts tape over the camera. And then it says, reply with your phone number or we post video. And then he's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And then it goes, now. And then he's like, he's looking at it and then he's about to send his number and then he deletes it and he's like, he's about to send his number again and he deletes it and then he just sends it. Right?
Yeah.
And then he gets a text from unknown. It says, keep location services on, keep phone charged. When time comes, you will become activated. Jeffrey, would you be a little nervous?
Yeah. Is jacking off illegal in this universe?
No, but I guess it's just the video of it.
Yeah.
And you would be like, oh, fuck. So our
boy, he's not an artist. He's not used to being vulnerable like that.
Yeah. I could see you being like, oh man, maybe you have some kind of plan. Who knows? You're just like, oh, this is a lot. I just wouldn't like a video of me jerking off out there if I could choose.
Yeah. I think most people would, but then what if that's what people want to see?
That is true.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want. Also, that's what you learn in Hollywood.
Yeah. If you want to see me jerk off on this show,
Jeffrey?
post.
No, you can't do that. You can't jerk off on Spoil the Beans.
Oh.
It's a movie podcast. Not
a jack off pod?
I was going to say a masturbation station.
Oh, okay.
Which are also fun. But
right.
That's why they have stations for them.
Well, anywhere can be a masturbation station.
Yeah, but I like to go to masturbation station because it's fun and they have actually really good pizza. it's really good. So our boy texts them back. He goes, what do you want? Money? What do you tell me what you want? And then they don't say anything and they just text back, tell no one. And then he's like, he looks out his window and he's looking all around his room and the fucking like that kind of sound, like that background noise, just super intense. And you see this nigga just looking around, bro, and he like lays down, just paranoid as fuck. The next morning, he's still hearing it as he's like eating breakfast. And then you hear his mom like, you don't hear it, but you see her mouth open and then open. And she's like, love. And then he snaps out of it. She's like, you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. He rides to work. You see him, my boy riding to work, and he's trying to stay calm. And he chains up his bike. And he walks in, and the manager's like, morning, Kenny. And he's like, hi. And he goes to his locker, and he puts his bag in, and then his phone, doo-doo. He checks it. Unknown. It says, you have been activated. Obey or we leak video. And he's like, And it says, go here 12 p.m. today. And he looks at it, and it's like an hour bike ride from where he's from. And he's like, I'm at work. He texts back, I'm at work. And they're like, be there in 45 minutes or we leak video. And this nigga's like, okay. And then he starts walking to go to leave, right? And his manager's like, Kenny. And he's like, I'm feeling really sick. I got to get out of here. And she's like, but you just got here. He's like, yeah, but I might throw up. And she's like, okay, well, next time. And this nigga takes off like, bitch, I'm out.
Right.
Hops on his bike, fucking riding. He's riding like the wind. He's riding fast. He rides. He's 18 minutes away. He almost gets in a wreck. He gets right up to this building, and it's one of those like parking garages that go up like this.
Okay, sure.
And so he looks up, and he's got to get to the top. He's got 90 seconds. This nigga rides his ass off, gets to the top, breathing heavy. He fucking texts, I'm here, right? And then it says, wait. And that's all it says. And he's just like, he's just looking around. And then you see this black guy pull up on a scooter.
Okay.
All right? And the black guy has a box with him. And they're staring at each other. And then the black dude gets off and he hands him the box. And the box has the number 4525 on it.
Okay.
And our boy's looking at it. And he's like, what? And the black guy's like, come on. And he takes his helmet off. He's like, it's fragile. And then he's like, he holds it. And then he takes a picture of Kenny. And Kenny's like, what? And he's like, the guy's like, they told me to do that. And he sends a text.
Okay. Wow. So it's just all people who got caught checking. Is that the whole world?
It's kind of crazy, right?
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
People jerk off, man.
It's true. It happens.
It does.
So I've heard.
Jeffrey, you mean you don't do it?
No, I do it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Freeze frame. I want you to look at the camera. And that'll be the cover.
Okay. Yeah.
I want that'll be the cover shot.
We jack off.
We do.
Yeah.
We do, bro. We gotta own it. Be proud of it.
And yet we never do as roommates. We're friends.
No.
Yeah.
We keep it solo. But, life's all about change and growth, so who knows?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we just high-fived with probably the very same hands.
The very same hands that we both masturbated with not so long ago. In a time not so long ago.
Yeah.
So our boy...
and the viewers are watching us probably on their own devices, which they use to masturbate.
And or masturbating right now during this episode, which would be really awesome.
Yeah, maybe they're jacking off to us talking about jacking off.
I would hope so. So the guy's like, our boy Kenny is like, what do I do now? And the guy's like, man, I can't really help you. And he's like, well, what do I have to do? And the guy's like, just do whatever they say. Once they're done, I think they let you off. And he drives off.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Our boy Kenny gets a text. It says, send number on box to confirm package. So he texts the number. And then it says, deliver package here. And it's a hotel address. And it says room 121. And he's trying, he gets on his bike and he tries to ride with the cake on his bike and he can't. And this nigga has to ditch his bike. That part of the episode always is like, damn, what a decision. Just because it's like he ain't got no time to
transportation.
He has to ditch that bitch. And that nigga takes off walking. He gets on the bus. He gets to the hotel, right? As he's riding on the bus, he opens up because the box is only held open by closed by a little piece of tape.
Okay.
So he opens it up and it's just a cake, a really beautiful cake with "I love you" on it.
Okay.
And he's like, what the He closes it. He gets to the hotel, goes to room 121. He knocks on the door. Delivery. You hear, wrong room. But they said room 121. No, there's no delivery here. But I haven't ordered anything. Our boy's like, what the fuck? It's a cake. What? It's a cake? I think it's a sponge. Look, I don't want the cake. Just go away or I'll call the front desk. And our boy's like, fuck. So he pulls out his phone and he texts. He won't open the door. And they text back, say Mindy sent you. And he's like, well, I feel it's because I would be, bro, he's nervous because you're just like, bro, what the fuck is happening? Right. He's like, doo. If you don't go away, I'm going to shove that cake up your, Mindy sent me. He's quiet. The fucking door opens up. You ever watch Game of Thrones?
No, actually.
Damn, none of it?
I've seen a little from when. Yeah, I've seen a little when other people were watching.
Damn, you never watched it?
No.
Yo, I'm so gonna
I
spoil.
started on it once, but I don't know.
I'm so gonna spoil random episodes of Game of Thrones. What a better way to watch it in my head. Just you get random episodes in different seasons.
I want to hear you make dragon noises for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm a fucking killer dragon. You know I was gonna be a dragon before I was a comedian.
Oh really?
I decided on comedian, but I was this close, man.
I think you could have gone either way.
I think so too. I think I really could have been a good one.
Yeah, I think you could still maybe you can do both.
I know, because Rogan does UFC commentate and do comedy. It's like, why can't I do two things?
Yeah, dragon and comic. Eddie Murphy did it.
Damn, Eddie Murphy did do it.
Yeah.
Damn, Eddie Murphy did do it. Eddie Murphy did everything. He's like The Simpsons. So it's Bronn from Game of Thrones. He's like a really great character. He's like one of the best characters on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
He opens the door. He's like, "What? Where's Mindy?" And our boy Kenny's like, I don't know. He's like, "But you said her name." He's like, "That's what they told me to say." And he just snatches them inside. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" He's like, they told me to sit here and bring you this cake. And he's like, who's they? He's like, "Them. They told me." He's like, "Who them?" He's like, "The people, them, they. They sent me here." And he's like, the guy's like, just breathe. He's like, they people, they sent me. They told me to give you the cake. And the guy's like, just look. Just, he snatches his phone, right? And he starts like going through the text. He's like, "What the fuck is this shit? Who are these people?" He's like, "I don't know. They send messages and I do what they say." Why? Right then you hear Bronn's phone go doo-doo. He grabs it and then he goes doo-doo, doo-doo. And you see his face going like doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And then Kenny goes, "Is it them?" And then Bronn runs to the bathroom and he starts throwing up.
Okay.
Because you don't want to see videos of yourself jerking off.
Yeah, I guess not. That's probably not the sort of thing you want to masturbate to. That'd be a fun directions if Kenny got the video of himself jacking off and then just jacked off.
Yeah, he was like, "This is kind of yeah, awesome." Here's another one. It's like, oh, now the guy's like, "Oh damn, this ruined that plan."
Okay, I guess I got to find someone else then. Yeah.
So, the guy, like as he's throwing up in the bathroom, Kenny looks around and he notices there's like lingerie on the bed and like gifts and champagne and shit. And Kenny's like, "What the fuck?" So he texts the unknown number. He's like, "Can I go now?" And then the three dots come up and they come up for so long. And he's just like, and then it just says, "No." It's like so long, bro. And he's like, wow. And it says, "Take his photo." And it's like, what? So our boy Bronn comes out the bathroom and he grabs a drink and he downs it. And our boy takes a picture of him. And the guy's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I had to do that. That's what they said." And Bronn's like, "Jesus Christ." And he's like, and then Bronn looks at his phone and he goes, "Well, they're saying, just got to follow the instructions and everything will be okay. They said we have to do it together." And then Kenny's like, "What?" He's like, "They want us to take the cake somewhere. They sent an address and there's apparently a car in the car park outside. That's all I know." And then he's like, "They want both of us?" He's like, I don't know if they want, he's like, "I don't know why. They want both of us." And they text Kenny and you see his phone. He's like, "Go with him. Take the package." And then they both look at each other. They're nervous as shit. Mm-hmm. So they walk outside the building and you see them walk into the garage and they're looking at everybody like, who the fuck are these people? You know what I mean?
Right. They
get out to the car. It's the car from the beginning of the episode.
Okay. All
right.
I see.
And so he's like, the dude, he's like, "Man, I just took those shots. Maybe," to Kenny, he's like, "Maybe you should be the driver." And Kenny's like, "I don't drive. I ride a bike." He's like, "Okay, well, you navigate then. Just punch in the directions. We got to be there by 2, they say. It's going to be tight." So they start driving, right? You see them flying away. It says they're 4 minutes away. And then our boy Bronn is like, he's just panicking and he's talking out loud. He's like, "So I'm guessing they got some shit on you too, huh? They threatened to put out?" He goes, "With me, you saw the room, the lacy knickers. I was waiting for a prostitute, fucking hooker. I got a family, and it's great. I love them, but you get bored. When I was young, I can't justify it. I wanted to fuck a 20-something, all right? I just did. I don't fucking know. I joined the website. I got curious talking to this fucking Mindy chick. She wanted some pictures. She sent me some. I sent them back. Me grabbing my cock. They got it. They got it. A fucking all. Everything. Me making the arrangements. Me talking about the prices. What a fucking idiot. A fucking twat. It's going to get out. It's going to ruin my job. That's my fucking wife. My kids right there, they're gone. And she's going to leave me. Oh, she's going to take the kids and she'll win. Oh, she'll fucking win. And I'm not losing my fucking kids. And you see Kenny, he's just fucking crying, bro. Like just panicking, right? And he's like, no fucking way. I tell you, if I lose my kids, I'll fucking slice my own throat. I say it. And then the guy's like, what the fuck? And then Kenny, he looks over at Kenny and Kenny's just like, they film me. He's like, what? Through my camera, doing it. And the guy's like, sex? He's like, no, He's like, what, jerking off? What, to porn? He's like, oh man, he's like, everybody does that. He's like, they're gonna send it everywhere. Everywhere. They send it everyone. They're gonna send it to my family. And then right then, he looks at the gas tank, Bron. He's like, fuck! It's on empty. He's like, fuck, we gotta fill it up. So they stop for gas, right?
Okay.
What?
I'm just wondering if these people have all the stuff planned. Why didn't they have a full tank of gas for him?
Whoever that lady was didn't fill it up.
And also, I thought the British said wankin'. Don't they wank? I
think he did say wank. I think I said jerking.
Okay, good.
You're right. Wow, right when you said that, I was like, damn, I think I said jerking off.
Yeah, proper British masturbation.
Yeah, if we're going to do British masturbation, we got to do it proper.
Wank.
They say wank.
Yeah, they wank their dicks, which is some sort of a different motion, I assume.
Yeah, it's this way.
Oh, right. Makes sense. They're right on the prime meridian. It's got a...
And then in Australia, they do it like this and backwards, like a toilet.
Oh.
That's where the toilets are like that.
Because of the way the semen goes into them from...
from the other way.
Right. Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you get it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So they stop for gas, right? And he sends our boy Kenny in to pay.
Okay.
And Kenny's like, you got any money? I don't have any money. And the guy's like, fuck, this broke fucking, who is this kid? So he has to give him his card and shit. And Kenny goes in, he's all nervous, and he's forgetting the PIN number. And then finally he gets it right. And he's like trying to calm himself. And then as he's walking outside, he notices Bron is out there talking to some woman. All right.
Okay.
He's like, what the fuck? And then he comes out, and the woman is talking to him like, blah, blah, yeah, I'm headed to PTA right now. Apparently they do PTA together at the kids' school, right?
Okay.
And then he walks up, and he's like, and Kenny's like looking at the lady, and she's like, hi. And Bron's like, oh, this is my nephew, Kenny. She's like, I'm Karen. We're both K's. She's like, I'm actually headed to PTA for our school once I drop these off at the house. He's like, our kids are whoop-de-whoop, all friends together and all this. And then he's like, well, I got to get this guy to the station. He's running late for the train. And she's like, oh, I live right by that train. Can you drop me off on the street? And she's like, they're like, we really got to get going. He's kind of late. She's like, literally, I live on the street. You don't even have to slow down. I'll just hop out. And then she laughs. And they're both looking at each other, and they're like, okay. So she gets in. Boy. She's like, ooh, what's in the box? And they're like, it's a cake for Penny. She looks at it. She's like, lucky her. And then she closes it, right? And then they start talking, right? And like just about like bullshit about the kids being at school. You see this nigga driving, and they both start getting texts immediately. Hey, we have your GPS. You're going the wrong way. And Kenny's looking over at Bron, and it says, turn around. Kenny keeps looking over like, turn around now. And the mom's like, oh, hey, thank you for letting Carrie, your daughter, come over for the sleepover tomorrow. I got 9 girls, lucky me, right? It's going to be crazy. And like she's talking, and then it says, turn around now or we leak information. And it's like, and it sends the address they need to be at, and they have 20 minutes to get there. Get there now. And then this nigga goes, fuck it. Foot on the gas, right? And the lady's like, what's going on? And then he's like, I just got to get my boy to his train. That's all. Can't miss it. She's like, someone's crossing. They swerve and barely don't hit a nigga. They fucking spin out of control. And she's like, this is my stop. This is me. She gets out and she's like, send my best to Penny. He's like, yep, bye, Karen. And then she gets out and they peel off, right? Yeah. And she's like, what the fuck? So these niggas are flying, and he's like, we're not going to make it. He's like, we're going to make it. He's like, this is our junction right here. They fucking, they get off on the exit. They fly, and they fucking get to the location right at time, and they send a text, right? And then the text back to them, it says, look in the cake. So they're like, what? Well, they open it, and they're looking at the cake, and it goes, it's like, well, I guess they mean in the cake. So he reaches in. It's a big-ass cake, bro. So he's like putting it all out. He's like,
he doesn't take a single...
No, none of it. I'd be a little not hungry.
I suppose so, yeah. Also, I wouldn't necessarily trust the cake. Now that
I with the situation, I don't know if I trust this cake either.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I got something. And he pulls out a plastic bag. He's like, what the fuck? He opens it. It's a pair of sunglasses, a hat, and a gun.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, my God. And they get a text. 5 minutes to decide. And they both look at each other. Decide what? Who is driver? Who is robber? And they look up at their location. It's a bank. And they're like, Kenny's like, no. No. And then Braun goes, I'm driver. Kenny's like, what? He's like, you said you can't drive. I'm driver. All right? So I'll keep you right here. Engine will be running. And Kenny's like, we can't. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not. No. And he starts crying. He's like, I'm not. And he's like, shut up and listen. He's like, no. Shut up and listen. Okay? You got a hat and sunglasses. No one can identify you. That's point one. Okay, shut up. Point two. They are trained. I've seen this now. They are trained the moment in a robbery to hand over the cash. The cashier is not going to put up a fight with you. I've seen it in a documentary. She's just going to hand it over, all right? It looks easy. It's not easy. I know it's not easy, but what the fuck else are we going to do, okay? If it gets out, I lose my kids, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to lose my kids. He goes, and our boy Kenny, bro, this nigga, the actor is so good. He's like just crying, bro, going, I only looked at bitches I was jerking off. And he goes, that's what you did. You were jerking off. And your mom's going to see it, and it'll be all over Facebook, you little wanker. Yo, right? This nigga turns on him,
wow.
bro. Bro, that's why I love this episode, because, bro, the situation Kenny's in, it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Right. I felt for that nigga, bro. Man, I remember the first time I watched this, my heart was like, oh, shit, this keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
So...
Wow.
He's like, your mom's going to have it, and all your cunts at work, they'll be laughing at your little fucking weird cum face. That's what they're going to see, and it'll be on you forever. It's a fucking stain, the internet. It'll be glued to you like a fucking stain. Is that what you want? Huh? If I was you, I'd fucking hang myself, because you'll never get a job. You'll never have a life after something like that. And our boy's just like, and then Braun's like, look, they just want the money. So go in there and do it. You'll drive away. I know you'll drive away. I'm not going to drive away. I can't. And this nigga grabs the hat, puts it on Kenny, and he's like, no. And he's like, stop it. And he puts it on. He's like, no. And he gives him the gun. He's like, this isn't real. This is real, Kenny. And he's like, stop it. Get it together. Shut up. And he grabs, he's like, all right, you got the glasses? He's like, breathe through your nose, Kenny. And he goes out the car. This nigga starts walking towards the bank, bro. He gets out. He's heading in. All you hear is this nigga breathing, fool. That's all you hear. He opens the door. There's people inside, like in line.
Wow, you never see that in banks anymore.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but like 3. You know what I mean? Enough where it's like, bro, this is a robbery now. Like, nigga, it ain't. I mean, it's weird how it's like, not that it's not a robbery with just the cashier, but it's a little more personal.
Yeah. You have more time to talk and kind of
get to know her.
Yeah.
When it's people there, it's like, no, you got to rob in and out.
Yeah.
So this nigga, you hear the breathing, and he walks past the women in the line, and they're kind of looking at him like, what the fuck? And this nigga just points the gun at the teller, and it's just quiet. You just hear him. He's just like breathing. And the lady's like, and then he goes, give me money. And the lady's like, what? Give me money. And this nigga just starts pissing his pants. And everybody's looking at, because you just see it's just his light jeans, and it's just, flooding in his pants, coming down his leg. And they're all like, what the bro, could you imagine being robbed by a nigga? Like, I'm so scared, because I'm like, oh, this guy's going to shoot me.
Yeah, I'd much rather know they're a little more professional.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is his first time. He is pissing his pants, like, a lot. Like, my God. And then he's crying, and she starts putting the money in the bag. Everybody's just staring at her in the bank. She fills it up. She hands it to him. He backs out. This nigga turns. He starts running outside, and he's like, takes his glasses off, and he breathes, and he looks around. This nigga, the car is gone.
Braun.
Did you trust him?
Well, doesn't he need to stay there also for the sake of Also, if you weren't going to be involved in the robbery, why did you get him involved in the robbery?
Yeah, what was it for? And he had to do the way worse part. The way worse part. Yeah. So he's looking around, he's breathing. And then Braun pulls right back up.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, and he hops in, and Braun's like, there was a bloke on his phone. It was freaking me out. I'm sorry. He's like, let's go. Did you get it? And Kenny's like, yeah. It's quiet in the car. They're driving off. And then he looks down. He notices Kenny pissed his pants. He doesn't say anything, but he's just like, damn. Like, oh, wow, this is fucked up. And they're driving, and they get to like a construction like working thing. You know where like it's a two-way street, and so the construction has you stopped on one way, and they're kind of directing traffic.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of situation.
Okay.
So they're stopped, and Kenny's like, go. He's like, do you want to get pulled over, you little twat? Just relax, all right? Just it's okay. And they're waiting, and then they start hearing a siren. And they're like, oh shit. Shh. He's like, let's go. He's like, shut up. Just wait. The siren starts getting louder. And they closer, and then finally the construction light turns green, and they go, and then right when they start going, you see the police car go right by them. And they're like, they exhale, they keep driving. They text them, and they go, yo, we got the money. And the unknown number texts back, and it says, take it to this location. It's like in the middle of nowhere. So they drive to the middle of nowhere. They pull up. They're kind of in the middle of like this big field almost, you know? And then they're like, this is it. He's like, yeah. And they get another text. It says, final instruction. This is for Braun. Take car away and destroy. Just you alone. And then he's like, why me? And he's like, why just you? And then Kenny gets a text. It says, take money to this location. And it's like a pin drop, right? And it's like a little farther up into like this wooded area. Okay? He's like, and it says, just you. He's like, I have to take the money somewhere, but why the fuck I got to do it? And then Braun's like, fuck knows, Kenny. And they get another text. It says, now, both of them.
Okay.
All right?
I mean, it makes sense to me why they have to do these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because somebody's clearly pulling the strings.
Yeah, and also to get the money to the place and to destroy the evidence of the car.
Because somebody just basically got somebody to rob a bank for them for free.
Yeah.
I mean, not a bad, and they don't even know who they are. So it's like, oh, this is a pretty sweet gig, actually.
Yeah.
If you're a bank robber, like this is a really good way to do it.
Yeah, I'd say it's up there. And also bank robbery, I'm going to say coolest crime, best crime. Most acceptable crime. Yeah,
most acceptable one that we all, everybody, like people are like, yeah, make movies about it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Also, it's the bank. Oh, the poor bank.
And that's what, I mean, they made 3, poor bank, or like casinos, or like some art thing, or like whatever it is. That's why Ocean's 13. Imagine if all those Ocean's movies, instead of like bank robbers, they were rapists, but it was still just as cool and suave.
Like they had a master plan.
Yeah, it was a mess. And you see and like at the end, they win, and like the women are like fucked, like they just get raped, and there's no way to prove it, and they can't.
Yeah, it's less cool for sure.
And then like Brad Pitt's still eating an apple the whole time, and at the end they're all looking at the water on the Bellagio, the water coming up.
Yeah, and then one of the movies, their plan is to rape better than like the best rapist who's challenged him.
He was challenged him because he heard that he was a better rapist, and he's like, "What?
Yeah.
You think you're a better rapist than me?" You know? And he kind of brings them in, and
the characters are for some reason less endearing if you do that.
No, but I still want him to be cool and funny and stuff. And Bernie Mac's in it.
Yeah. Also, that's so many rapists.
Yo.
And there's like the little Asian rapist who like goes.
Yeah, he can do it. He can do like really cool rapes.
Yeah.
Like the more tricky ones that are harder to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a laser field for.
There's a laser field for the pussy sometimes. So.
Yeah, I'm glad the Ocean's movies weren't about that.
Yeah. The robbery, like you said, is way cooler.
Yeah. Good call, Hollywood.
Yeah, on that one.
Yeah.
On that one. So you see, like, Kenny, he starts crying, bro, and he gets out the car. And, he's like, Braun's like, you'll be all right, Kenny. And you see Braun's kind of teared up, too. Because they're just, like, traumatized. So they both look fucking traumatized. Mm-hmm. And Kenny's like, and Braun's like, Kenny. Kenny turns. He's like, sorry about back there, man. Just shouting at you, I'm an all right bloke, I swear. My stuff is normal. You take care. Kenny's like, he shakes his hand. Kenny walks off, right? And he starts walking into the woods, and the music's super intense, and you hear birds and shit, and he keeps going, and he's looking at his phone, and he gets like, he's like right like at the pin, he's like almost at the location, and he sees like an open area. and there's a man standing there like turned the other way looking with a huge box next to him. And then Kenny walks up, and the guy turns, and he looks at Kenny, and it's like this big, like kind of like Indian looking dude. Like he's tall and skinny too, though, right? Like, but clearly like older. Like this nigga looks like he's in his 40s, 50s.
Okay.
You know, and he's looking at Kenny, and Kenny starts walking up towards him. And the guy's like, hold on, and he pulls out a bottle. He's drinking like a fifth or something, and he's kind of already a little drunk. And he finishes it. He's like, okay, and then he opens this box, and then he grabs a drone that's inside, a big drone, and he sets it off. And the drone hovers above him, right? And then it's like you see the drone has a camera on it, and it's like you see the camera's angle of both of them. Mm-hmm. And the guy's like, okay, you got the prize money. And Kenny's like, huh? The guy's like, for the fight? Kenny's like, what? The guy's like, they didn't tell you. We got to fight. Well, they post everything. And then he drinks another sip. And the guy goes, winner takes the money. And he starts taking his coat off. He goes, we got to do it. I mean, they're watching. And Kenny's like, what sort of fight? How do we know when it's over? How do we know who's won? And the guy goes, like smiles kind of evil, right? Like, says it all without saying it. Like, you know how you know. Right? And the guy goes, I don't know about you, but my life is over if this gets out. He starts crying. I mean, it's fucking over. What they get you for? And then Kenny's like, bro, I love this nigga. I just looked at some photos. I just jerked off some photos. And the guy's like, yeah, I just looked at photos too, mate. And Kenny's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And the guy's like, how young were they? Kenny's like, no, I was just looking at photos. And the guy was like, yeah, me too. And he starts walking at him like to go like fight this nigga. And then Kenny looks down at his phone and it says, fight him to the death now. And Kenny's like, and he pulls out the gun and he points it at the guy. And the guy's like, oh, come on, man. Man, please don't do this. Man, please. Please don't do this, man, please. And then Kenny points it at himself. And he's like, click, click. And then the dude goes and just starts charging at him. Kenny tries to run. You see this nigga grab him, throw him down. The camera pans up and you just see the drone. And you hear Kenny go, poof, ah, poof, ah, poof, ah.
Oh, man.
What
if he tried to fire a warning shot? That's what I'm thinking about in the bank robbery.
Oh, yeah, he'd been really fucked.
Yeah, because then click, click.
He'd have been like, oh, man, this is all bad.
It's still a gun. Yeah.
So this super sad song starts playing. Like you hear it in the background. Like it's like a slow bass guitar kind of riff. And we see our boy Brian get home late. And he walks in his house and he takes his shoes off and he takes his coat off. Like, doom, 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 like that. You hear it?
Okay.
And he's looking at his kids. And then he gets a text. Boom, boom. He looks at his phone. And it's just an evil picture smiling like this. It's like a cartoon drawing. Like that.
Okay.
All right? And then he's like, and he puts the phone away. And he opens the bedroom door. And his wife is on the laptop like, Mindy. And he's like, dun 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 dun. And he's right. And then we see feet staggering out the woods in the dark. Just feet. Okay. And then we see the woman from the beginning. Remember the one that parked the car from the beginning?
Yeah.
She's in a corporate high rise and she's looking at her laptop. And then she gets a text and it's that same evil picture. And it says breaking news, like the woman of this gigantic corporation, all her racist emails are like exposed and all this stuff. And she's just like, and then cut to, we see Kenny is staggering out the woods. Blood all over him, face fucked up, clothes all ripped up, blood. I mean, because he had to kill a nigga with his bare hands.
Right.
Just blood all over him. And he's just like staggering out the woods, just completely traumatized, right? We see the black guy. Remember the black guy who gave him the cake?
Yeah.
You see him like around his family, and his family's, you fucking pervert, you disgusting fucking pervert. And he's just like this, like, He can't believe it. And then you cut back to Kenny, and he's staggering. Now he's out back where homeboy dropped him off, and he gets a call. It's from his mom, right? And the music starts getting louder. Dun, 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 dun. And he answers it, and his blood all on his face, and he's like, hello? And then you hear, Kenny, what did you do? They said kids, Kenny. They said you've been jerking off to kids. There's a video of you masturbating to children, Kenny. Are you fucking kidding me, Kenny? And he's just like, kids, Kenny. And please, Kenny, tell me it's not true. Tell me. Click, he hangs up. And then you see, he gets an evil text on his phone. It's just that smile. And he's looking down at the phone, and then you see the cop lights all around him. And he looks around, just blood all over him. And, and this nigga turns around, and the music's dun, 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 and he's just trying to walk away. And then you see the cops come up, and they grab him. Black Mirror.
Wowsies.
Shut up and dance, motherfucker. What do you think, Birdman?
What was the point of who was the person doing all this?
I don't know. This episode, I told you, I mean, it's fucked up like Crocodile too, in that way of just like, what the fuck was all that for?
Right, yeah, it's just, wow. Well, no dead babies.
No dead babies in this one, but fucked kids.
Sure.
Did you?
The
first time I saw it, I loved it too.
But don't kill them.
Mm-hmm. The first time I saw this, I loved it because the ending was like, and then I thought about all the moments he had, like in the beginning where he hands the gift to the kid and like he smiles at her. It's just like these little moments where you're like that, and it was like I was like, damn, they kind of showed you that like, oh, this, and then like, oh, that's why he was freaking out the whole time, because he was jerking off the kid porn.
Okay.
Which makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, that makes
why
sense.
He went to such extremes.
That makes sense. Okay. Because, yeah, I mean, the old guy who he fights, that was okay.
Who's also a kid porn guy.
Right.
So whoever's doing this is like doing it for like, he's getting all these bad. But I mean, like the one guy loses his marriage, the black guy loses his marriage, the one woman loses her job. Those are one thing. Right. But the two pedophiles, he's like, no, one of them's going to die and the other one's going to go to prison for murder and for child porn.
Right.
So I get rid of two pedophiles.
Right. So it's probably a kid.
Probably a
some
kid
on their computer.
Damn, that actually is probably some young kid. That would actually be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Like if it was some solver. It's also come out like this is kind of like Saw.
It was
like,
the gerbil.
It was the gerbil from the crocodile episode.
I don't know if that callback where you.
I know it's been a while for them.
Yeah,
because for them it's been so many episodes in between. But damn. Oh damn, bro. Did you like this one?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, this one's crazy.
Yeah.
This one's dark.
Yeah.
This one's dark. It's a dark one. It's a dark one.
Yeah. Wow. Good reveal. Yeah.
Yeah. Kenny.
No dead baby.
No, Kenny's a fucking pedophile though. The mom calling, and that's what always, when first time I saw it, I was like, oh, when she's calling, she's like, yo, there's a video of you jerking off to kid porn, and I'm like, no wonder this nigga was going so crazy.
Right. Yeah, but then also it kind of misdirects you because the sexy lady in the music video, you think
that the manager flirting with him.
Right.
You think, I get why he doesn't want the video out. He's like, he likes her, and, and the guys at work are already kind of mean to him.
They make him sympathetic.
They do a great job.
Yeah.
But then you think about there's that moment, bro, where he hands the toy to the kid and like he's watching the kid and he's smiling. And you don't think about it when you first watch it, but of course the second time you're like, oh damn, okay.
Right.
Also, every time he's crying, going, it was just photos. It was just photos. It's like now it's like, oh, it was just photos. That's why you're saying that to yourself, because you don't want to believe you're also a pedophile.
Right.
Which is probably the worst kind of pedophile. One who won't admit to it.
Gabe.
Hidden Village Customs. This is all an ad for you. Hey, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, dude.
For another fun, upbeat. That's really clever, though. Yeah, it puts you. I don't know how to put it. So it means whoever this godlike character is, knows something the whole time that you don't know. I don't know how to put.
Yeah.
Very old boy.
Very old boy.
Yeah.
That this character knows something. That's why I liked
yeah.
it. It was just like, oh man, the reveal was great, and how they did it. This is a tie for. Actually, no, I think this is my third favorite episode. I think my second favorite one is the Star Trek one, which I'll do for you. That's probably my second favorite. But Crocodile is something else. But I mean, this is just dark too.
Yeah. Does the Star Trek one go this
dark? It's dark, but I like it more because it's a little more, like you said, more, like these other ones really haven't been about the technology. No. This is just simple text messaging, and the other one, I mean, the other one had that futuristic box, but it was really about the murdering the babies.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Whereas the Star Trek one is like, no, it's about what the show is about, like futuristic technology.
Right.
But it's so fucking good.
Okay.
It's so, and the main actor in it is one of my favorite actors out right now. So,
okay.
But I won't say who. But thanks for coming on again, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All
I think I already said that.
Yeah, but now we can go have sex, or I'll murder you. Later, beaters. Either Jeffrey will be back, or he won't be, and you'll know why.